I used to stand in front of that building. I remember giving CDs to Kanye West, to Raekwon.
Actually, I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
Talk about when you gave a CD to Kanye, like that whole how that went down.
That was funny. He had a record. This is College Dropout era. I think he was leading up to dropping College Dropout. It wasn't out yet. And I had a friend who got close to him and had a beat CD of his. And it was a beat that he never used. And he said, listen, check this beat out. I think this beat is dope. If you could record something and I think it's dope, I'll give it to Kanye. And Kanye wasn't even really famous back then.
Sure.
I just thought he was dope. And I just wanted anybody to listen. And I had never worked with a producer before. And I did the joint in 24 hours. I wrote the joint. And it was like this concept joint about your girl and, you know, having a girl that stays with you even when you're doing the worst. And the song was called Cookie off of Cookie Johnson, because I imagine like, damn, she stuck with Magic. Do that. So it was like a little conceptual, but it was catchy, it was melodic. I thought it was fire. I wrote it, recorded it, went home, put on the Roland VS 1680. Digital track recorder, recorded it, mixed it all in my basement. If y'all don't know, the 1680 was the machine that MF Doom used to record Operation Doomsday. You know.
Classic.
Yeah. So once I found that out, I said, I got to get this machine. So I did, went home, recorded the joint, wrote it, recorded it, mixed it, came back the next day, gave it to my man. But I guess he wasn't feeling it, so he didn't want to give it to Kanye. So I was like, cool. So one day I was at work and they was like, oh, Angie was like, oh, you know, my guest today is going to be Kanye West. So I said, oh, okay.
Yeah, we run
Burned
across
the CD,
street.
went downstairs, went across the street, waited outside till he came out. He was walking out. He was on the phone and Don C was walking alongside him. Now me, of course I was excited and overzealous, but I'm not disrespectful. So if the man's on the phone having a phone conversation, I'm not going to interrupt his phone conversation.
Sure. Very few like that, but
yeah, because like, how you gonna get anywhere with that? So I approached Don C instead, who was off to the side. Yo, Don, look, I got a CD for your man. Da da da. Kanye was like, hey, what's that? Stopped this phone conversation. Hey, what's that? And I explained to him, yo, I got this beat. I wrote this song. Da 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 da. And he was like, let me check it out. I'll check it out in the car. If anything, man, I'll hit you up. I never heard back from him until years later when we're working at Double XL, and you know I'm actually working with him. He was a guest editor of an issue, and I actually seen him the other night in Wyoming. But nobody remembers that. But you know these are things that I never forget.